gums are serious, Jamie. Dr. Garcia? You're a sign of bacterial infection.
Press gum detoxifies antibacterial fluoride works below the gum line to help heal gums and stop bleeding.
Press saves the depth.
This is my wolf, and I'll have the next 1,000 days to survive the harsh sea.
Alright, ready guys. 1, 2, 3, start.
Find love and create a family, but extremely harsh elements of nature and equally hungry rivals and wild animals will be watching my every move throughout the years, and if I make one tiny mistake and fail, there will be no turning back. This is simulating a wolf colony for 1,000 days in WolfQuest, but our journey begins with the early breeze of the Yosemite alpine air blowing over a young confused wolf. This is Isaac, a wolf I created earlier and now dropped into the mountains with nothing
Isaac,
but a
what kind of name is
house
that, guys?
to get started. And so by stretching
Not
my
bad
muscles
name, but
toward the unusually
what kind of
dry
name is
hill
that?
taking in the air, I prepare for this very harsh journey ahead of me. But for now, it looks like our only worry is to kill a few elks to fill our belly, because I don't think the eagles here are an option for a quick snack. I'm sure they're judging me, but so I mustered up a confident howl to send me off to the search of food. And that's when I realized what I thought were my echoes was actually another set of howls far away. I was not alone. So quickly I followed my scent view, which is basically my wolf's senses of smell and scent I can use to follow
That's
different
cool,
animals.
guys.
Looks like the purple smell
You
of
guys
deer
know
comes
why
from
they be a
down
wolf?
here. Unfortunately, my road was blocked by a pack of wolves, sniffing out the new wolf in the block from my pathetic howl earlier on. They looked strong and cautious, and for a moment I thought maybe joining their pack could mean a stronger start. Circling me and keeping their distance, I sat my booty down and put my friendliest puppy face on to get accepted. Instead, I was replied with a bite straight to my hind legs. I
Very
broke free,
mochi.
but sustained a major heartbreak instead, and ran as quickly as possible away from them. This was their mountain, and random wolves can't just be lurking around, let alone try and join their family. That was the Teal Gang, and despite their smug howls of victory after pushing me away, I think our paths will meet again later on. But yes, some food is still due, and coincidentally, the wolf overlooked a large pack of pronghorns that I of course started to chase down. Even so, I'm still an amateur, and lunging for the slowest one behind, I missed and instead dropped down a very steep hill, not being able to get up again as much as I wanted to. I am not off to a good start, but I'm grateful I didn't get hurt too much. In the distance though, I set my eyes on a pair of quarreling buck-tailed deers. Typical deers, I think they're fighting over whose antlers are bigger, but I'm more focused on whose meat chunks are juicier, as I took a sneakier approach towards them. In the heat of the battle, I go in for the attack. With a strong bite into the deer's thighs, he did not hesitate to return the favor with a hoof straight to my face. With that tiny window of pain, that slimy, sneaky deer took off so fast he might as well be the Usain Bolt of the deer world. Nonetheless, an unfinished job for me, as I tracked it the best as I can up from the barren hillside down to the wooded plains and until my energy bar, well, you can see up here is decreasing very fast. It was pretty clear, I am not getting that buck for lunch, but it did bring me to this forest. One thing's for sure, I still need to hone and improve my hunting skills. Remember, there are increasingly difficult seasons I have to face soon, where food might even be non-existent, so I'll need to prepare quickly, and the woods here should have plenty of easier prey I could practice on. I began sniffing the area out first, getting to know the place and exploring a little bit. Our goal is still just to find some food, and slowly build up to 2 successful elk hunts, so I used the scent view and tried finding some prey. Instead, I picked up the smell of a dead rotting carcass from the X's in the air. I mean, it's not a 5-star meal, but it's easy food and won't run away from me or club me in the face. You know, because it's dead. Anyways, I followed the smell of death alongside a bunch of other aromas, pulling me deeper into the woods. That's when I found it. A dead elk amongst the bushes, but it wasn't alone. A cougar had claimed the meat pile first, clutching the carcass like a kid on Christmas Day and growling me away. I can't deny, I was really hungry and snooping around, tempted to maybe sneak in a bite, but the cougar didn't seem like the sharing type, and a young pup like me would not stand a chance yet. I had to continue on, finding a nice lovely creek and a refreshing drink, clean my muddy toes, even found a pair of coyotes horsing around the bushes. I thought, I would like to find some love in this valley too. I say, obviously hinting at a later moment in this video. But that won't happen if I don't get stronger. Right now, I'm not a strong fella, but just a scent smeller, and that will change. I quickly pursued the trail of elk and mule, and on the way finding a stray bunny that I was actually able to catch. This was my first ever meal. It didn't really fill my tummy too much, but this will help. The chase brought me to a very large herd of elk, gathering an opening. I sneaked around first, yet I don't think I'm capable of snatching one like before. Instead, I studied the behavior of the pack, and most importantly, baby calves, and while thinking of a plan, left into another part of the forest first. There, I spotted and chased a skittish fox. I was hungry and blinded by it, mindlessly attacking the fox over and over again until I killed it. Turns out I couldn't eat it, and as the orange body of the fox lay next to me, I realized it was just like me, alone and trying to survive in this environment the best it could, and I regretted it. Right there and then, I swore to never hurt another fox in this challenge. But a bunny, I will absolutely destroy and devour. I mean, right now I'm completely running on fumes of tiny bunny meat. Until that's when I learned wolves actually need to sleep 1/3 of the day. So I picked a patch of shrubbery to rest in and slept with an empty stomach. And I promised myself that tomorrow I will hunt until I get a big prey. I woke up so early, even right
Yeah,
before
sure
the sun
about
set,
that, boy.
and there isn't much smells around with everyone asleep, so only when I wait until sunrise is when I can actually see which animals have been rummaging around. The morning was beautiful actually, friendly gusts sprinkling a kind wind of falling leaves, but that would be hard for me to see with my nose pressed against the ground. My eyes, or rather snout, is focused more on some mules, not forgetting to pee in random spots to mark my territory. It did not work at all. Even so, my toilet time is disturbed by another cougar. Is it the same one? I don't know, but I snuck around to find out. Turns out it was avoiding a stronger smell of pee in the air, and it's not for me. In fact, we just entered a nearby territory claimed by a wolf pack. From past experiences, let's just say I'd rather stay away from it too. But those stupid wolves were just where my mule deer targets were, so I took off as far as I could to steer away from any established hunting grounds, where I found a wolf skull just on the way. It is proof of how harsh it is around here, but honestly, just a stern reminder of what I could be if I don't find food fast. Also, if I fail the multiple goals I have planned. You see, right now I have to hunt 2 elks, but after I complete each one, it will be replaced with harder and harder objectives like find a girlfriend, claim a whole mountain, and many more until we reach our ultimate goal that you will see later on. First, I